Hi, so today I'm going to talk to you about certain hair masks and everything that you can make at home. So you don't have to go out and get like expensive organic stuff that, that people normally get if they want to get healthy and stuff like that. But there are actually things that you can do at home to have healthy, longer hair. My hair was like really short before, it was like over here, but it actually like grew this much in actually a month and a half about, so that's like really growing really fast. So I'm going to share some stuff with you guys, and if you like it, try it and stuff like that, because I am doing it and I love it. Okay, so first thing, the first mask I'm going to introduce to you guys is the pumpkin mask. So good for you if you have like damaged hair, like your ends are like, kind of like frizzy and stuff, and you don't really want to trim or cut it or anything like that because you want like longer hair. I know everybody says that, in order to have like healthy longer hair, you have to trim your hair and stuff like that, like every a month or like every 2 months or something like that. But if your hair really isn't growing as quickly as you want it to be, like I totally understand when people don't want to go and like have like the hair chopped off and stuff like that. And a lot of time in my experience is that when I go to a salon or something, I'm like, oh, give me a trim. Usually they cut off like this much of my hair, which is like a lot, because if your hair is this much, you cut off this much, that's a lot. I mean, yeah, it looks really fresh, your hair has a lot of movement and stuff like that, but I know a lot of friends, including myself, have bleached our hair before. So this much of our hair is like bleached or something. So this is the new growth. And as we all know, when you bleach your hair and stuff like that, it gets kind of like strawy and stuff, unless you really, really repair it. You use certain products and everything, and it's really, really hard to go natural when your hair is artificially dyed, like 7 levels lighter than your original hair. You can't do vinegar rinse because it will strip your hair color, not in a good way, not in a way where actually you're getting a lighter blonde from it, no. It's actually like in patches, because it doesn't strip off all of your stuff. When you pour it on your hair, it strips off parts of, of your hair, the color of your hair. So people say use white vinegar, it would be better. But it's the same thing, you're still stripping your hair, if you dyed your hair artificially, like blonde and, of a cooler color, it will strip it and it will look kind of brassy versus, just like healthy and blonde and like, angelic looking. You have to get the blue shampoo. A lot of people recommended Xoxo shampoo, the purple one, but I've used that before too. People recommend it, I go get it, I used it, it was alright, but it's not as good as those chemical blue shampoos. And I'm switching to natural and everything. So, my solution is dyeing your hair darker and then put henna on top of it. On the henna box it says that do not use on chemical treated hair or something. That's a lie, because I treated my hair chemically my whole life until 2 years ago, a year ago. I do on and off, But I realized that part of this hair, since I bleached it so much, I was trying to go a little blonder before, about a month ago. I was trying to strip the henna color and make my hair a little blonder. But what ended up happening is that this part of the hair is actually, my highlights and everything is, alright, but on the bottom of my hair is gray, greenish gray. I never believed it. When people say, when you bleach your hair over really chemically treated hair, it's going to turn green or blue or something. That never happened to me, so I didn't think that was true. But it did happen, in this few weeks, and I have to bear with it. So my hair actually is tighter before I can put the henna, on my hair. And in this lighting, my hair looks like really, really dark, but outside of the sun, it's, like beautifully red. So again, the pumpkin mask I was talking about. So the pumpkin mask, You don't have to get a raw pumpkin and smash it up and stuff. You can get like one of those like canned organic pumpkin. Make sure it doesn't have any preservative. Make sure it doesn't have any sugar. Make sure it's all natural, you know. But saying all natural nowadays means nothing. Because natural flavoring, it's like half chemical and it's half natural. They call it natural flavoring. But if you really look at the chemical compounds together and everything, it's not exactly natural. You know, natural is like things you can pronounce. What is natural flavoring? Nobody knows. Anyhow, so you want to get a can of pumpkin. For my length of hair, half a can is enough. And the other half a can, I just like mixed the cinnamon and stuff and I ate it. So on the top, you want this much for, you know, like my hair is this long. Yeah. So then you want to put it in a bowl, a plastic bowl or ceramic or something. I usually avoid metal bowls because I'm not sure would it interact with the chemical reaction or something, because I know that if you put baking soda, alcohol in a metal bowl, it started steaming and stuff like that last time when I did it. That was really scary. I will make another blog entry explaining that, you know, my experience of that. Anywho, so you want half a can of organic pumpkin. You know, even if it's not organic, you know, it should be just pure pumpkin, you know, smashed pumpkin. And that kind of saves you, you know, the effort and time that you need to put like a raw pumpkin, peel it, you know, get the seeds out and then put it in the food processor and then stuff like that. So you want half a can of pumpkin, you know. Then you want 2 tablespoons of honey. I use raw honey. Or sage infused honey. I put it in there, and and people say put yogurt in, but I didn't have yogurt, so I skipped the yogurt, and I put a spoonful of raw coconut oil. You mix it all up and everything. I usually melt the oil and then I put it in, mix it all up, so it's kind of warm, nice. It actually smells really good. The way you want to do it is not just like this and then you put it on, because it will spill all over the place. It'll be so messy. Anywho, so you want to, you know, go to the bathtub and stuff like that. Have the bowl actually in the bathtub on the bottom, and you want to comb your hair, half of your hair like in front, and you want to start from the roots with your hands. I usually don't wear gloves because afterwards my hands are like really, really smooth, and I love that. You can skip the moisturizer and stuff like that. Anyway, so you want to do the bottom first, work it up like shampoo, and you want to comb the rest of your hair and then just pile it on top of your head. And then you want a plastic cap, like a shower cap. If you don't have that, if you have like saran wrap or something, you can definitely, you know, food wrap and stuff like that, you can use that. Or you want to go a little bit like, you know, do it yourself kind of thing. You can always get like old grocery bags and stuff like that. You just put it on your head and just, you know, put a little rubber band over here or something, or behind, you know, to make it tight. That's another way of doing it, and it really saves a lot of plastic and stuff, like, you know, recycling, and you can recycle your plastic that way too. So you're actually using it rather taking the plastic bag, coming home, you know, and throwing it away after groceries, you know. And that's another good way to recycle. Anyhow, you want to mix everything together, put it in your head. People say 15 minutes, but I put it on for 40 minutes, you know, because my hair is like severely damaged in the bottom. So I put it on for 40 minutes. And this formula is great for hair growth too. You know, if your hair is growing slow, you know, you want it to grow your hair faster, you know, you can definitely use that. It doesn't strip your color. It actually adds a lot of bounce, volume, you know, it actually looks a lot straighter. I have like naturally, kind of like a wavy hair, you can see here, it's kind of like wavy. But after that, you know, my hair's like so straight. I didn't even blow dry it with the blow dryer, I just let it naturally dry. So anyway, so in the shower, since there's no egg and stuff like that, you can actually use warm water. I wouldn't recommend hot water unless your hair is really healthy and you really don't want to be cooking the pumpkin on your head. But a lot of my friends did it and they use really hot water to do it, like kind of like a hot oil treatment or something like that. But I always like to go a little warm, you know, to cool. But with the oils, definitely warm. What you want to do is you want to shampoo your hair with regular shampoo. You can use Castile soap, you can use black soap, things like that, you know, that strips, not stripping your oil like conventional shampoo. Because conventional shampoo has sulfur and sulfates and different sulfates family, you know, it really strips your natural oil. So you want it to retain your natural oil but get rid of the filth. I actually got a really good bar soap for my hair. I know it's weird, but it's just coconut soap, black soap, you know, essential oils, and that's it. And it actually cleans your hair really well. It just doesn't have that chemical fruity tooty, you know, like when you get a shampoo or something, commercial shampoo, it has that like really good smelling smell. Doesn't really have that, but your hair is clean, it doesn't smell, and it cleans it efficiently. And you do want to condition your hair because you washed it. For me, when I condition my hair, I like things that are made out of raw shea butter. And I don't put it on my scalp. Kind of like a ponytail, where this starts, right? You just want to put the conditioner here so it doesn't really clog your scalp. Unless you're doing a vinegar rinse every week, you know, every weekend, or you pick a day and you do it. My experience with vinegar is really good. I love it. It strips all the artificial stuff and all. I sometimes do a baking soda rinse, but problem with that is that it really dries out your hair. And if you do have colored hair, it will kind of make it like it's patches. I'm not sure, have you guys used the Brazilian straightening treatment or system or something? If you put it on blonde hair and something like that, or lighter hair, you know, cooler tone, lighter hair, it will have like patches. You know, when you straighten it or something, you can see kind of like, here's a little red, and then here's a little orange, and then it's kind of dark here. It looks weird. It looks like you have used a color remover, which that is what baking soda is. A lot of people swear by baking soda and then vinegar, but baking soda is so harsh. Unless you have really, really good hair, I wouldn't recommend it. I think Castile soap, black soap, I think those are fine, and you can add different oils in it. And, you know, your hair turns out great. It's straight, it's long, you know. If you want to darken your hair, you can add some sage oil, you know, some sage in it and stuff like that. You can do a sage rinse. I usually do a chamomile rinse, just to, you know, have some highlights and stuff like that. It looks a little golden in the sun, so it's like a golden red. Another mask I like is an egg mask. You don't have to whip anything into it, just the egg. Whip it on dry hair, just put it on like clean dry hair, like you just shampooed it and it's dry. Just put it on and then just rinse it off, and it's beautiful. Another hair mask I like is olive oil and honey. So you want to mix. It depends on how long your hair is, and honey is really sticky, so it's kind of hard to put on and stuff like that unless you dilute it a little bit. So I would use olive oil, like 2 tablespoons of it, and then for honey, for my length, I use, you know, like this much. So it's maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 4 or 5 tablespoons of honey. And then I would add like chamomile tea, just a little bit, you know, just so I can actually apply it. And if you really want, you can dilute it and put it in a spray bottle and spray it on your hair. And then just wrap it up, and you can do your stuff all day and stuff like that, and then you can go, and then you can just rinse it off. You know, you can shampoo it if you like. If you don't want to shampoo it, you can definitely just rinse it and then braid it and stuff like that, and then shampoo the day after that. I guarantee your hair is going to be beautiful. So these are the Winter Rescue hair mask that I like to use for winter. So, you know, the heater and stuff doesn't dry out our hair and make it all like split endies and stuff like that. And, you know, you save yourself from expensive blow drying. You know, you have to go to a salon and stuff. It saves yourself from a lot of styling products, you know, that you have to put in your hair to make it look healthy, like silicones and stuff like that. You know, do it the natural way. If your hair looks great, you know, even if it's air dry, it looks great. And it just takes like, just a little blow dry, boom, boom, and that's it. And you're done. You know, it saves you time. And thank you for watching this video. And if you have any comments and stuff like that, you can leave a comment. And people have said that my comment section is disabled and stuff like that. Well, that's because a lot of people were leaving really strange comments, requesting strange, and I don't condone to that. So, I put it on private, so if you post a comment, it has to be approved by me and stuff like that. Or you can send me an email of what you want to request and stuff like that, what you want to see. People sent me an email saying, to review a certain movies and stuff, and I'll do that. Or if you want advice, I can do that too. Thank you so much again. Come back and watch some more.